Good day, everyone. My name is Max, and today we are overdriving the microphone. No, today we are playing ATS 2. No, ATS 1, Euro Truck Simulator 2. Anyway, we're continuing our journey through Missouri, and looks like we don't have any sound. Amazing. Wow. Everything is going great today. Well, by the way, big thanks to Xenia617 for subscribing, as well as Racing Culture GR for subscribing as well on YouTube. Well, let me check. Come on, that's a joke. Telling you, X11 sucks ass. Properties. Okay, well, since we have selected the wrong audio device, so hopefully now it works. Well, that was a user error. Anyway, typical mistake by me. Anyway, yeah, lovely. Anyway, Discord issues regarding settings. I hate it. Discord is a weird platform. Anyway, without further ado, let's start driving. This time with our own trailer. Let's see. With our own trailer, but we will first configure this lorry a bit to our liking, not really, but to be a bit more suitable for what we are doing. Like, I have selected the most powerful engine here, but let's make this a little bit of a challenge and not only select the least powerful engine, only 228 horsepower, but also the a 5-speed transmission for this one, actually. Confirm this order. Well, well, Discord issues. Anyway, with this downgraded lorry, hello Lamborghini and a Porsche. This is my little brother's account, and yeah, please don't use other people's accounts without their knowledge. That's not a great idea. But under which name do I know you, Lamborghini and a Porsche? Welcome to the stream anyway. Yeah, this lorry is now much slower, much more realistic. And let's check out the external market for this one. We want to go, yeah, we are really limiting ourselves here with using this curtain sider. Maybe trailer manager, maybe we should get this trailer, dismiss this trailer and continue without one. Might be a better idea. Gives us many more options. From Jefferson City to Rolla, we were in Rolla, we were in Columbia as well. Springfield, we were there as well. Kansas City in Kansas. Well, for once it's in Kansas. We haven't been to, yes, we have been to Cape Girardeau and Maryville. Sounds like a nice place to go. 250 miles. Yeah, well, guess we will go to Maryville this one. No, I'm not playing multiplayer, I'm playing single player, but I'm playing the current World of Trucks event. And ready for a real adventure? No, I guess not. I'm currently playing the World of Trucks event, Cruisin, Missouri. Yeah, so... Wow, this lorry is not very powerful. But it's driving really nicely. So not playing multiplayer, but taking World of Trucks contracts. And of course, I've just noticed I do not have front mirrors. Not sure if they are a thing on this one. Oh, we change that later. For now, I have to do with the normal mirrors. And try not to crash. Looking up this trailer, but looking good. That one's smooth. Might not be that apt at parking, but I am. I think I have figured out hooking up trailers. Now I just need to figure out how to hook up people in real life. Anyway. Wow, yeah, this lorry is extremely slow. Now that there's a load back there. I mean, it's interesting to drive a lorry like this. But this configuration definitely isn't made for such a load. Well... I'm gonna see if I can install front mirrors, and I definitely need a more powerful engine and better transmission. Just a slightly more powerful engine. I want to keep this a little bit of a challenge. And well, what do we have? Yeah, 170 kilowatts are not cutting it. Let's maybe take this Cummins engine. Maybe that's a bit better. And Yeah, maybe a 13-speed gearbox. Yeah, the one with the 5.33 differential. And confirm order. That should do a lot better now. And I almost forgot to check if front mirrors are available. Are they? Let's see. Warning flags. No front mirrors available for this one. What a pity. Huh. That is unfortunate. Well, what can you do? Gotta do without front mirrors then. That's going to be interesting. I have a feeling I messed up with this configuration as well. Ah. Whoa. Not wanna crash into someone. That was pretty close. Yeah, this lorry is absolutely not going anywhere. Maybe I'm too used to driving high-power vehicles in this game. Have you ever played 18 Wheels of Steel before? Yes, a lot actually. Extreme Trucker in particular. So it's a bit more of on the arcadey side, there's entry in the series, but back when it was released, I was playing Extreme Trucker a lot. And Extreme Trucker 2 as well. Well, at least we are going somewhat at highway speeds with this configuration. Not accelerating as fast as I would like, but top speed is okay. So oh, this is like extremely slow. Hopefully we don't have many traffic lights on our way to our destination. Can we even go 65 miles an hour with this lorry? I don't know. We're slowly getting there. And why have I deleted it? I've deleted it quite a while ago. Not deleted it, but set it private. So nothing is lost. But yeah. I have removed it quite a while ago, not just recently. Yeah, there was a cop in some SUV. So I should turn on the lights, maybe? Yeah, I should. Good grief. Construction site. I just don't think about the crew. I'm not sure if I can with a good conscience promote a project that is open source and where most people that watch the video end up being disappointed because they have no legal means of getting the files. I'm not sure if that's a good practice. But yeah, that's why I've set these videos private. Not just recently, but a good while ago. So yeah. There are plenty of other supporters for the crew, so not much is lost on that side. On that front. I will not stop for this red traffic light. I will run it. I don't want to to slow down. Bloody hell! This tour actually seems to have quite a bunch of traffic lights. Why are you driving on the wrong side of the road? Because it's America and not Britain. But I guess I understand what you mean. Driving a less powerful lorry is actually quite fun. I mean, it's not quite as fast, but it handles much more relaxing in many ways. Yes, the US drives on the right. Are there any US Caribbean islands that drive on the left? There might be one or two islands that do, but don't quote me on that. We don't see a lot here, and I definitely need to find a rest stop. I'm now seeing it. Wow, the driver's getting tired. That is not good. Where's the next rest stop? Not on the interstate. I would need to get off the interstate there in Kansas City, which is in Missouri. And then let my driver get some sleep there. Yeah, this engine is pulling hard to even reach close to 65 miles an hour. Kansas City discovered. Lovely. Right lane exit only. Whatever that means. Ah, so like that. I think I took the wrong turn there. Once again. World map. Yeah. I'm making this unnecessarily long. Let's just do our signature move here and back up. Totally illegal. And go back on the interstate. Wow. I messed up there a little. You are getting tired. You should find a parking place to rest. Of course. This is very relaxing. Engine is revving a bit high, but well. That's where we have to go off. Should have paid a little more attention to the sat-nav. Try to find a place to rest. Having no rest stops at the interstate is, well, not good. Not sure how this area looks in real life if there are any rest stops right at the interstate, but not having that at all is not great, at least from a gameplay perspective. But then again, that way we're gonna see more of the map. At least once it's day again. Not like that. Can't see anything. Okay, where do I need to go? I suppose. Yeah. There's also a viewpoint. Kansas City. Yeah, we ain't seeing anything. Anyway, gotta find a place to sleep. Over there. Yeah. Let's get some rest and continue during the day. Wonderful. Maybe now we can get a better look at Kansas City. Well, it's alright. Yeah, it looks pretty okay. In the background, by the way, is a pre-rendered image. Pretty sure it is. But yeah, Nothing better than sleeping in the cab, in the day cab, right? Pretty standard industrial area. Not an awful lot to see. Huh. With some leftover railway tracks. Unfortunately, this lorry doesn't have a sleeper cab. Well, it is what it is. But we can be happy this mod exists at all, because this is not a standard lorry. This is a mod by Smarty, who does excellent work. These lorries are really good. Pretty much vanilla in quality. Yeah, we ain't going faster than this one. I see. Fuel is almost empty. Ah. And this one doesn't have a countdown of sorts for when it is empty. So we gotta look up the map again, and I mean, it's only 44 miles left, so, and there isn't a single petrol station on the way anyway, so YOLO. Let's hope fuel doesn't run out. The tank of this lorry isn't that big, really. And it's only a single tank anyway. And a small one at that. Yeah, this lorry is definitely not made for long hauls. But I'm using it for it anyway. What state law? I've missed that. Probably it's state law to not follow emergency vehicles and make way for them. I think, yeah, I'm running out of fuel and... damn it. 16 miles to go. That will be... gonna go off the accelerator pedal now. Try to coast a bit. And... yeah, I should have paid more attention to that. 8 miles to go, come on. The petrol station is right there as well. Can do that. No, not a traffic light. Let's just get around that. Like that. And coast our way to the petrol station. Somehow. 1 mile to go and... almost empty. Crap, come on, come on. Petrol station is right up ahead. I can see the pumps already. Let's pull in there smoothly. And the pumps are on the back side. 4 lorries. No. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. That was close. That was extremely close. How many gallons can this tank take? 88, so about 90 gallons. Probably had 2 gallons left, not even. Yeah, the definition of running on fumes. What's that? Maryville. That's a nice look at the petrol station. Lovely. Well, nice small town. Looks like it. Lovely. But now it's time to finish this delivery. Go find another. Hopefully not that long. I suppose we gonna wait this time. For a while. Well. Hello EXO. Thank you for tuning in. And let me share, wait a minute. EXO, Who is that on Discord again? Sorry, I haven't streamed in quite a while. I forgot all your Twitch and YouTube names. Thanks for tuning in. So yeah, let's finish up this delivery, and of course we are parking properly. And again, tried in cockpit view. This is going to be such a pain. This looks like a much more denser packed area. Yeah, we got to turn around here. Thankfully it's a day cab and a short chassis. And a long trailer. Oh, this engine is so underpowered. It's not made for maneuvering like that around the yard, especially this transmission. Okay, how do we do that? I can't see anything through these mirrors. I mean, what am I even doing? Why am I looking out of these mirrors? When I have a back view like that. Why am I even using mirrors? Maybe because... yeah, because of that. We missed it. Turned a little too late. Let's pull out of there again and turn a little earlier this time. Paul's turning in the opposite direction. Wow, that is some weird thing. So the mirrors get turned off if you lean out of the window. Yeah, why am I not doing that? I mean, why am I using the windows and the mirrors and not the windows? Especially on such a short lorry. Yeah, that's much better. Well, you can't argue I'm not learning. Let's say what's available. To Kansas City, that's too short. Kansas City, Missouri, slightly too short. Short, 100 miles, come on. Joplin? Maybe to Joplin. That's 220 miles again. Not with this lorry. Let's find something a little over 100 miles. 93. 97. I think 97 is the most we get here. Kirksville. I already was in Kirksville. But if that's where a lot of trucks is taking us, but then I wouldn't add anything to, well, to the event. I'm trying to find something. Kansas City. Let's type it in Kansas City and O. Yeah, it's not taking that. Route length. Refresh. That is not good. 92. I think we might fast travel for the first time on stream. Well, not quite, I think. When I've changed lorries last time, did fast travel, but we can't find any good jobs here. Maybe in St. Joseph, but even then. Let's go to Kansas City and try to find a job either to Poplar Bluff or to Pittsburgh. Even though Poplar Bluff would again be very far away and we have to plan ahead regarding petrol stations and rest. Yeah, let's quick travel to Kansas City in Missouri. Well, here we are. External contracts. Once again, we don't want to go all the way to Fresno. Well, that's a bit too far. Bushood to Joplin. Nope. St. Joseph, actually. Nope. St. Joseph. Joplin. That's 200 miles again. And it's a 8,000, actually only 8,000 pounds. Oh. That's actually a good idea, I think. Only 80 miles, although a triple trailer would be quite badass. But that's relatively lightweight, and 200 miles should be okay with this one. Given it's a lightweight freight transporting. Oh, alright, begin delivery. Moving containers to Joplin. Hello Xenia, welcome to the stream and thank you for subscribing. Once again. I've said it on Discord, I've said it in the beginning of the stream as always. But yeah, well, thanks a lot. Let me check out how the stream is doing. And 6 minutes ago, Hannah Miller 09 followed me on Twitch. Thanks for following. So anyway, let's continue with our journey. And yeah, I much appreciate you and others joining in on this on these streams. It's much more fun when people are in the chat, and even better when they're having a good time too. And yeah, so we have selected a job and proceed to our pickup location, 1 mile away. Yet another industrial area, although more agricultural, as it seems. Silos, lots of silos. Why do we have been here before? Yeah, we have been here before while we rested back there. Let's go to municipal waste management. Seems like we have to go all the way around this building. Or do we? No, we don't. time to look out the rear window and see. That's the beauty of day cabs. For some reason, sleeper cabs don't tend to have rear windows for whatever reason. No idea why, but day cabs usually do. And we're clipping those containers. I don't think this yard is made for these double trailers. Well, we're waiting for the train. There it is. Trains in this game are very short, even by European standards. It's a bit odd. Let's get out of here and deliver moving containers to the south westernmost part of Missouri. Did I clip this lorry back there? Or was this just a bump in the road? Maybe I shouldn't run red light. Or maybe I should. Running red light saves a lot of fuel. Talking about fuel, I should check the world map to look for potential. Yeah, we have enough potential petrol stations on our way to Joplin. Okay, so nothing to worry about there. Are there any locations in Illinois? Not currently, but the Illinois DLC is currently in the making. And as posted before, completing Route 66 is a top priority for them. So they are focusing on these DLCs. Seems like Louisiana will release next, and then Illinois. I suppose Illinois will take a little longer, since it will include the Chicagoland metro area, and will probably be quite extensive. And yeah, so hopefully it will be detailed. So we will have to wait and see, but it's in the making. Just a matter of time until they release it. Yeah, SCS is actually pretty good at doing that by now. You know, when ETS 2 started, and generally ETS 1 as well, the cities were just very generic industrial areas with the skyline in the background, and now it's much more detailed, and you can actually recognize stretches of road and the roadside sites and points of, and really anything, landmarks and stuff like that. In Euro Truck Simulator 2, for example, I lived in Rostock for a good while, and after the Northern Germany rework, the place actually looks pretty good. It's a very good representation of the city. Of course, scaled down, but it's actually a bit scary to recognize areas and they look identical. Yeah. And I can actually bypass this station for once. Great. But yeah, it's they are doing a pretty good job at that. And as far as I understand, they actually have people of their team fly out into of the mapping teams. Always for every map DLC or almost every map DLC, fly out to the US and then collect basically reference materials. So it's always as up to date as possible when they create these DLCs. Of course, they are trying to like pack as much stuff into these tools, so they oftentimes fly out to the US and select team members to then represent SCS at expos and stuff like that. And for community events and whatnot. But yeah, they actually have people on the ground there to take in reference material and stuff like that. It's amazing. Of course, a bit pricey, the DLCs. I think they have gotten more expensive, but they also have gotten more detailed. So maybe I'm a bit of an SCS fanboy. In case you couldn't tell. Well. Long straight stretch of road. Well, this could be anywhere. Wait, there's a city in Missouri that is called Nevada. Nevada and Collins. Actually, Nevada. Wow. Interesting. Probably some small town or something like that. And once again, in half a mile, Nevada again. That is very interesting. Yeah, I'll definitely keep you updated. And if you want, also forward. I can later send you on the Discord the links to the blog post regarding Illinois, and yeah, I keep my eyes peeled. Well, 80 miles to go, and not even half of our tank is empty. So, yeah, thankfully, we do not have such a heavy load this time. Only 8,000 pounds. Not 33,000 like the last time. So we're not burning that much fuel and actually make it. On the last hole, and I actually accidentally pressed the spacebar again. Well, This truck is really good at stopping. But yeah, during the last haul, I almost ran out of fuel. Like 1 gallon left or something, not even 2 gallons left. That was the most tense moment I had in ATS for a while. But yeah, this game is mostly about relaxing and enjoying the scenery. Maybe I should play some mod maps later on this channel too. And of course other games. I definitely want to play Kingdom Come Deliverance too on this channel. It's not running that great on my computer for some reason, but probably good enough. And I'm just seeing on Twitch the stream is unstable in quality. Well, Twitch being Twitch again. Hopefully the stream is fine on YouTube. Well, gain a follower, lose a follower. On Twitch at least. That is very interesting. It is what it is. And what was that? Did I accidentally turn off the engine? Wow. I'm definitely not a pro in this game. Alright, thanks for the feedback. And seems like we're going off the interstate onto some normal highway. Yeah. Dream. Big, save smart. ATS Bank. Invest with confidence. Thrive in every stage in life. Yeah, sure. Lies. Liars. Definitely. Banks don't care about that. They only care about money. I mean, that's their purpose. That's a really small town. At least in ATS with surprisingly a lot of industry and pickups. Alright. At our destination, of course, since we have a double trailer this time, I can't pick the most difficult option for parking. still have to navigate around. There's the yard, which is also having some obstacles in the way. Still gonna take this precise parking bonus. Yes. Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Anyway. Time to change lorries again for the last two holds. Company, truck manager, and we have a nice. I have prepared a nice one in Lamar actually. A Freightliner Argosy. A cab over. Let's drive that one. But we definitely go back to Joplin. Gotta go to St. Joseph or to Poplar Bluff, which are on the opposite side of Missouri. So, well, we are definitely in for some long hold there. Little Rock, Arkansas. Historic place. Wait a minute. Let's check out interior options first. Yeah, plastic. Plastic looks ugly. Let's take the chrome bezels. Looks much better. Nice. All right. Let's see. Already have been to Springfield. Yeah. The only cities left are Poplar Bluff and St. Joseph. So let's see, Poplar Bluff or St. Joseph. Anything up? Ooh, let's see. I don't want to go back to St. Joseph. That's almost the exact route back. Poplar Bluff would be more interesting. Poplar Bluff, a road roller, almost 22 pounds, 22,000 pounds of weight. Well, 250 miles again. This time taking another route at least, and let's begin this delivery. Join us on the ultimate Western Star adventure. I cannot do that. Look at those chrome wheel covers. Fancy truck. Yeah, thanks for tuning in and have a good rest. See you around. See where we are. Yeah, just gonna drive there. Turn on the lights maybe. That's very bright. Very bright dashboard. How do you get back on the road? The that's a very confusing layout. Very, very confusing. Huh. Yeah, this lorry is also a bit more powerful. By quite a lot. Nice. Oh, that's busy. That's busy around here. Oh. Cab overs are a rare thing in the US. This truck is fast. Need for truck. Running on red lights again. Signature move. The A pillar on this one is very large. I do not like that. Takes away a lot of view. Big dead angle. Almost at the pickup point. Whoa. Don't eat that Mustang. Back there. Yeah, I mean, we do have a I wish I had a backup camera on this one. Yeah, where is it? Ah, there it is. So we do not have a rear window, unfortunately, but we do have rear side window. At least. Yeah, that helped nothing at all. Like, none at all. But nice crippling nonetheless on the first try. Two 150 miles, this is a longer haul. And I think we are in for a really long haul for the last one. Lovely lorry. But they are not built anymore. Or are they? Not sure. Yeah, this is, well, story is much more powerful. Fortunately, I think this is has something to do with the transmission. Not getting over 60. But it's low revving, so that's something. How do I engage the cruise control on this one? Ah, okay. Actually, every truck in this game has cruise control, even the older ones. There doesn't seem to be a way to make this kind of an option. Yeah. But actually not sure. Yeah, I would have to look that up when cruise control became a thing. It doesn't seem too complicated of a mechanism, really. Just hold the accelerator, or rather the gas, in that gear, and you have cruise control. It's not really that complicated. I'd argue it is even something that could be realized mechanically. Doesn't need anything electrical or something like that. Just a lock for the accelerator, really. James River Freeway. Another wonderful modded truck. Quite some nice details on this one. Well, I mean, it's a mod truck, and the steering wheel is not the is not the most highest resolution one. But other than that, let's not take the wrong turn this time. Continue on this motorway. Poplar Bluff, already indicated at the Wegweiser. Path givers. Directional signs, directing signs. English is not my first language. Would have thunk. Yeah, some LED popping right there. Damn, and this is ultra settings. They got to do something about these LOD problems, maybe something to blend them over. But that's engine update territory, fortunately. And the last engine update, I gotta say, it added some nice effects, some nice visuals, but it really impacted performance. And I did it again. I did turn off the engine, because on this controller, turning off the engine is set as hold right D-pad, and the indicator is press D-pad. So if you press a little too long, then the engine turns off. Gotta focus on that. At least focus a little bit more for that not to happen. But let's not stress about this. This game is all about sitting back and chilling. Licking. Yeah. Germany has a fair bunch of weird town names too. And their entrance signs get stolen a lot. Wonder if licking has the same problem. Less than 100 miles to go. Lovely sunset. I wouldn't mind if this game would be a little more stylized. But it's actually quite a nice map. Very relaxing, lots of greenery, I've said it before. Previous maps suffered a little, I think, by the color palette. Lots of brown and beige. This one is lush and green, and I really like that. I wouldn't mind seasons. Not at all, but seasons are not really a thing. They kinda are. It's possible to do seasonal maps, but you'd have to change all the textures and even the map. There are seasonal map mods for ATS and ETS too. But not sure how compatible they are with World of Trucks. Not even sure if they are on the Steam Workshop or on some weird mod site. "44 miles to go." Already seen the waypoint on the navigator. Almost every gauge in this lorry is animated. That's incredible. That's very nice. Very nice detail. Exit in 1 mile. And 31 miles to go seems to be a bit outside of Poplar Bluff, our destination. And I did it again. I turned off the engine. I have to remap this. This is terrible. Shouldn't have the button for turning off the engine. On the same button as something often used like the indicator. But that's the default layout, as SCS wants us to play the game with a controller. Far from ideal. Yeah, whatever. Cairo, Illinois. Next ride, of course not, because Illinois is yet not out yet. But it's already alluded across the map with the signs and yeah, and all that. Almost there. 4 miles to go. Oh, took us quite a while to get into Poplar Bluff. Seems like our destination is right in the middle of this small town. Let's run the red light again. Let's try parking this one from the cockpit view again. Wow, this is a bit more challenging. Don't have a lot of space there. And again, don't really have a good view on things. But we are aligned pretty well already, so wouldn't be too difficult after all. And of course I messed up. I managed it. Yes, wow, that's very tight. Let's try not clipping this concrete mixer. Yeah, wow. Lovely. We did it. Not quite yet. Last destination is St. Joseph. Let's check if we can go to St. Joseph. St. Joseph. Unable to find jobs. So that's actually St. Judas. But nothing to St. Joseph right now. And it isn't really updating, is it? Yeah, always the same stuff. We ain't having anything to St. Joseph at the moment. Huh. But anyway, this would be probably like that's 163 miles. Yeah, this would probably be a 400, 500 mile trip. And I think we leave that for the next stream. This will take almost an hour, and it's already 1.5 hours into the stream. It's getting late, and I'm getting a bit tired. So excuse me for ending the stream now. But thanks for tuning in, and hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks for having a chat with me, and hope to see you next time. Stay tuned, stay safe, stay